Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we are playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and it actually occurred to me that I didn't do my free pulls for the stained glass medals on my free-to-play account. So we are currently on the free-to-play account, and as you can see, we have all our stained glass pulls left, all our free ones, and we've got 21 hours left on the clock to do it. So this isn't a video about talking about the stained glass medals. We're just going to be doing the pulls. If you want some explanation on the stained glass medals, which ones I think are best, why I think some are better than others, go ahead and check out the other video that I posted about my main account before I pulled for stained glass aqua and stained glass roxas. With that being said, this is just a pull video, so let's see if the free-to-play account can hit one of the stained glass medals within the free draws. So we'll go in reverse order just like we did for the first one, where we started with what I thought was the least powerful, not to say it's not powerful, but the least powerful, which is the Ventus and Vanitas stained glass. So let's see what we get out of our free pull. So we've got, okay, it's reverse. There's one, but can we get two? Can we get another one? Nah, it looks like we just got the trade medal. Okay, that is fine. This account doesn't really do a lot, so even having just tier 3s with good skills on them, or I'm sorry, good traits on them, is actually really beneficial, in my opinion. This is a very casual account. I don't do much on it, so pretty much anything is useful for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull for Sora and see what we can get from our free stained glass Sora pull. But yeah, I don't play on this account much. It's really just when I'm like, ugh, the metagame is just too much. I just want to chill and relax. This is the account I play. So we got two. Okay. Not what I'm looking for, but an extra premium is an extra premium. And when you're free to play, anything that is free is good for you. So we got an HD Final Form Sora, so that is an extra tier 7 that we're getting, and I have no complaints about that. So let's make sure we got our screenshot of that. And then we move on to our next pull. So the next one, I believe, if I remember my list correctly, was Stained Glass Riku. So I think it was Riku, and then Xion, and then Roxas, then Aqua. Okay, here we go. So Stained Glass Riku. Let's see if we can actually get this one, because on my free-to-play account, my Fenrir is actually my strongest Keyblade because of HD Era, HD Xion. So let's see if we could pull out the Riku in the free pull. Oh, there's three? Oh, okay, so not the stained glass Riku, but we did get an illustrated Aqua B, which is a good tier 6 to have because it's a pretty solid sniping speed medal. And then we also got illustrated Sora and Pals, which is definitely one of the best artworks I've ever seen from the Kingdom Hearts series. So super glad to have it on my free-to-play account. I am super excited to just add it to the collection of stuff. That's actually my first premium that I've ever gotten since I started playing way back in, I think, September of 2006. Illustrated Sora and Pals was my first ever premium, so I was super excited about that. Alright, so let's go ahead, head over to our Stained Glass Xion and see if we can get Stained Glass Xion on the free pull. Again, if you're a free-to-play player and you got one of the Stained Glass medals on the free pull, that is awesome. And I am hoping to strike that same amount of luck so that I don't have to spend jewels on a free-to-play account. Okay, so it looks like we didn't get it. It looks like we got Illustrated Sephiroth, which is a tier 4. Not nearly as useful as he was back in the day, but for tier 4 or below challenges, it's still a pretty solid choice as a damage dealing medal. Obviously, it has to be gilted though, because a damage dealing medal, or really a medal that has no utility to it, that's pretty much just strict damage, if it's not gilted, is not going to do you much good. Alright, so here we go. We move on to our second to last free pull for Stained Glass Roxas. That's what this one is for, and then we move on to Stained Glass Aqua. So let's see if we can pull at least one stained glass medal amongst our free pulls. That would be super great, and it would save me a lot of time and jewels. So we got, okay, I don't think we got it. We did get an extra premium, and that's going to be HD Riku. Alright, so we've got one more to go. If we don't get Stained Glass Aqua, we might pull into Stained Glass Riku, because again, you should be basing which stained glass medal you get on what your setup is, on what your best setups are, and what your best medal selections are. So in my case, for my free-to-play account, since I don't have as many resources, and it's just super casual, my best right now is Upright Red, so Riku would be the option that I pull for. But let's go ahead and see if we could pull our Stained Glass Aqua, which again was my favorite one of all time, not just because I think it's the most powerful, but because I just love the Stained Glass metal in general. It just looks super cool, and Aqua is awesome. So let's see if we can get... Oh, no, I think we just got the trade medal. I didn't see it. Alright, so that is the last of the free pulls. Unfortunately, we didn't get any stained glass medals, but let's see if we can at least get some awesome traits on what we've got so far. So let's go ahead and filter out for tier 4s to 6s. Again, this is my free-to-play account, so it doesn't really have much, but it's fine. You know, you get what you get, and that's just totally fine. Just roll with it. Alright, so this one has extra attack and poison resist 20% on it. Let's see if we can get a damage dealing one. Just because, you know, it doesn't hurt to, even if it's like outdated, it doesn't hurt to still make it optimal. So let's see if we can get a good trait roll on our HD Riku. So we got ground. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Tier 4s might be outdated, but when you're free to play and you don't play very often, you're not super competitive, you're not in a very strong party, you use whatever resources you can get in order to progress. So there's no such thing as outdated, really. There's no such thing as useless. It's really more about how you use your medals versus what kind of medals you have. So that's always been like my mantra when it comes to my free to play account, is just use what you can use to get what you need to get. And if you can't get there, don't worry about it. It's just a game. You're playing for free, especially if you're free to play. You know, there's very little risk involved for you. So let's go ahead and keep on trucking. We've got our Illustrated Aqua B next, which only has paralysis resist. Let's see if we can get like extra attack, or if we can get like a damage dealing trait, which would be super awesome too. So here we go. Here is our roll. Again, I like slow rolling these because, like, the thing about gacha games is always the excitement that happens right before you roll. So we got sleep resist. Okay, that's fine. We will get sleep resist on our Birth by Sleep character. So we're just 2 more away from guilt, and then this medal will be fantastically useful for this free to play account. Let's see what else we got. We have the HC Final Form. Whoa, okay, a little bit of lag with the phone there. Alright, so we have an HC Final Form Sora here. It doesn't have any traits on it. It's pretty far from guilt, meaning it's not really worth putting Mickey and Brooms on. But if we roll extra attack on it, it doesn't really matter, because extra attack on this would mean -6 general defense down for the enemies and +2 upright strength for us. So let's see if we can roll extra attack on this one. Aerial. Okay, so it's not extra attack, but it is a fantastic trait, and I cannot even argue with any of the -60 traits just because they're so useful. Alright, I think that might... I know we have the Illustrated Sephiroth. Okay, so we have Illustrated Sephiroth. I think... Let's see if... Okay, so we have Aerial and Paralysis Resist. Let's see if we could replace that Paralysis Resist with a ground -60. Whew. It's always just so much fun, like just rolling for traits, rolling for stuff. It's like up or down based on what you get, but you get to still roll. Extra attack, you came just a little bit too late, just a little bit too late. It would have been great to have this extra attack on the HD Final Form Sora. Man, it just came at the wrong time. Alright, that's fine. So we'll still replace the Paralysis Resist with the extra attack. So now I've got a tier 4 medal that has extra attack and -60. So it's going to get 2 attacks that use that -60, which is still okay. Again, you use what you can get in order to progress. And this is just a very chill account. I play it like maybe once every few days. So yeah, I think that is officially it for the tier 4s, 5s, and 6s that I got. And that one tier 7, the HD Final Form Sora, which is tier 7. Alright, so with that being said, hopefully that just kind of lets you know that it is still 1 in 200 to pull the stained glass on the first try for one particular one. But I hope everyone had some great pulls. This is the end of the stained glass campaign, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so there's 21 hours left. This is pretty much the end of the stained glass campaign. If you're still deciding if you want to pull, you have the last 4 hours to really decide, because if they release a new banner, they're gonna give it to us 4 hours before they actually release it. We'll get to take a look at it, get a little bit of an analysis, and then you can really decide if you need to pull for it. For me personally, I might have to pull it on my free-to-play account just because I don't have good access to buffers. But we'll see. I'll give it some thought, and then we'll go from there. Alright, with that being said, if there are any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to throw them down in the comments below, and I would be happy to just chat with you guys, or just see what kind of questions you guys have. And that's it for now. Until the next video, everyone, take it easy.